Hi, my name is Dr. Aaron Castleman. I'm a chiropractor here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I just want to make a quick video for you today about some new research that's coming out on sitting. We live in a very sedentary culture, obviously, and so they've studied this and they've come out with some very interesting research that's not so good for people who have to sit a lot, unfortunately. So I'm going to go over a little bit of that research, and then I'm going to give you a couple solutions for what you can do if you have to sit a lot. So sitting is the new smoking. It's a statement you might have read in the news recently. There's been a lot of press on this. It was coined by a Dr. Levine. He is a researcher out of the Mayo Clinic, actually in Arizona. And so he's done a lot of research on sedentary lifestyles. And sitting actually is the new smoking in the sense that it's much worse for you, for your cardiovascular system than smoking is actually. And how they determined this is they did two groups of people. One group had a job where they sit, and the other group had a job where they stand. And they accounted for all their variables, exercise, diet, that kind of thing. So the only thing that was different was whether you sat at work or you stood at work. And the people who sat at work had a higher cardiovascular risk factor than people who smoked. So it's not very good for you to sit all day, obviously, is sort of the outcome here. And here's some even more bad news. The thing that they did find is that exercising did not reduce the effects of sitting on cardiovascular health. So the only way to eliminate the effects of sitting was to not sit. So what I'm going to go over next is just a couple of tips for people who do have to sit or ways to get out of sitting so you don't have these effects on your health. So obviously the best thing to do if you're sitting a lot as part of your job or what have you is to not sit. And so if that's possible, what you really want to do is get yourself a standing workstation. These come in lots of different forms. A lot of employers are really supporting this for their employees nowadays. I write tons of letters for my patients, medical necessity letters for my patients, so their employer will actually get them a standing workstation. And if you're not familiar with this, a standing workstation is a workstation that can actually convert from a seated position where you can sit at your desk, and then it goes to a standing level so you can then stand at your desk. So you don't have to stand all day, but you can stand a lot. And that's the best thing to do for people who have to sit all day, is try to get a standing workstation either at your home office or at your office where you go to through your employer. And I do help my patients with that, getting them letters for their employers if needed. Now, let's say you can't do this. You're in a situation where you can't get out of sitting. Well, you've got to take lots of breaks. And that's hard to do if you're working on something and you get locked into it. So you got to set a timer on your phone. Hey, every 20 minutes I'm going to get up for a while. One of the things that people do is don't put your printer next to your computer, right? Your workstation. Put it somewhere else in the office or somewhere else in your house. That way every time you print something, if you're doing that, then you have to get up and take a break automatically to go retrieve that paper. So that's another little tip. And just take breaks from sitting. If you find yourself sitting, get up, walk around. It doesn't have to be a long time. We're not talking about 15-minute breaks. But every 20 minutes or so you want to get up for maybe 60 seconds or 2 minutes or something like that. So basically what we're looking to do here is not sit so much or for prolonged periods of time. And ideally the number one thing to be doing is getting a standing workstation if your sitting has to do with your job. So hopefully that information helps you guys out a lot. If you have any friends or co-workers or family that could really use this information, feel free to share this video with them. If you have any questions for me about this topic or any other topics, I do look at the comments sections below my videos, so feel free to put your comments there. I check them, a few times a day, so I'll get on that. Hope you guys are having a great day. Again, this is Dr. Aaron Castleman. I'm a chiropractor here in Highlands Ranch, and I'll talk to you soon.